From the Detroit Free Press, it's Monday, May 31st, Memorial Day. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Teresa Baldus with the Detroit Free Press. A transgender woman who says she was raped in a men's prison is opening up for the first time about her lifetime of trauma and the fears she faces every day behind bars, locked up with men who taunt and harass her. Against her will, she says she was forced to bunk with a convicted killer and rapist who then raped her within 24 hours. She has filed a lawsuit against the Michigan prison system, saying it failed to protect her and put her in harm's way. The 27-year-old Detroit woman is in prison for armed robbery, a crime she says was about desperation. She has been living in fear her entire life. She ran away from home at 15, saying her Jehovah's Witness parents abused her and shunned her. Life on the streets was equally traumatic. There was more abuse, more shunning. Prison has been the same. As she put it, quote, "All I want is to be safe." For more on this story, please report to freep.com.
This is Kyla Wright from the Detroit Free Press. Take My Hand is a nonprofit founded by Detroiter Tia Russell, who strives to help others dealing with obstacles from homelessness to mental illness. When you take someone else's hand, you're bringing them out of something and showing leadership, said Russell. As she quickly realized that she can't help everyone, she decided to literally and figuratively start with her hand and reach out to others. From there, she hopes it's a domino effect. Take My Hand hosts events around Metro Detroit, such as mental health awareness seminars. During the pandemic, they held a self-awareness day for frontline workers and delivered baskets with essential supplies to families during March 2020's quarantine. Russell's overall goal is to take the community by the hand, take them wherever they want to go, and help them do whatever they want to do in life.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Grand Point Marina of Detroit, which has 3 locations in Michigan, boasts it makes it easy to buy boats. In Sterling Heights, the store offers one of the state's larger watercraft showrooms at about 27,000 square feet. That's enough space to exhibit 60 boats at a time. But this week, the sales manager said there were only 8. That's a problem, especially as National Boating Week, June 5th through 13th, approaches. This is the time of year when Michiganders start getting out of their homes, breathing fresh air, and riding the state's many waterways. The situation is hardly unique to Michigan, which is among the states with the highest number of recreational boaters. Nationwide, boat retailers are struggling to keep pace, and boat builders are wrestling with materials, parts, and worker shortages. The pandemic has been blamed for supply chain disruptions in a variety of industries. In boating, it's created a kind of industry paradox. Like the line in the poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, the sailor who was stranded at sea observes, "Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink." Demand for boats is at an all-time high, but dealership inventory is depleted. In fact, the Grand Point showroom is so empty, the sales manager joked, "We can get a hockey game going on in here."
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. As summer draws near, the eyes and hearts of many a Michigander drift north and toward the lakes. It's a time when millions of people spend billions of dollars visiting and exploring the state. But there's a battle brewing in the legislature over where those dollars and people might go. Short-term rentals offered by companies like Airbnb, VRBO, and others are an exceedingly popular way for people to travel and homeowners to make extra money. But many Michigan cities and popular tourist destinations have used local zoning ordinances to limit the number of these vacation rentals. Local leaders, like Boyne City Manager Michael Kane, argue these rentals can take away from the affordable housing stock and bring potentially rowdy tourists to residential neighborhoods. Republican and Democratic lawmakers are working together to change state law to stop local cities from banning these rentals through zoning ordinances. Supporters of the change say cities can still regulate the rentals through other rules, but property owners have the right to use their homes as they see fit. Heather Gradowski, who owns several rental properties in the southwest corner of the state near Lake Michigan, says these rentals bring money into local communities. This is the latest chapter in a long-standing debate over short-term rentals. The House and Senate are working on similar versions of the bill. It's unclear whether Governor Gretchen Whitmer, whose family has a vacation home up north, supports the law change.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.